Once upon a time, in a vast and flourishing kingdom, there ruled a merciless king. He was infamous for his harsh punishments, never hesitating to sentence people to death, even for the smallest mistakes. One day, the royal guards captured a thief and brought him before the king. Without asking any questions or listening to his defense, the king immediately declared the thief's fate execution. To everyone's astonishment, instead of pleading for mercy or trembling in fear, the thief burst into laughter. Perplexed, the king leaned forward and asked, "Foolish man, I have just sentenced you to death. By tomorrow, you will be hanged. Why do you laugh? Most beg for their lives, yet you act as if this is amusing." The thief, still calm, replied, "Your Majesty, I laugh because just last week, a great yogi taught me an extraordinary skill, the ability to train any horse to fly. However, if I die, this secret will perish with me." Intrigued but skeptical, the king raised an eyebrow. "Are you claiming that you can make a horse fly?" The thief nodded confidently. "Yes, my king. If you allow me a year, I will train your horse to soar through the skies like a bird. However, if I fail, you may punish me in any way you see fit." The king's curiosity overpowered his cruelty. He thought, "If this man speaks the truth, I will become the most powerful ruler. No one would dare challenge me." A sly smile crossed his face. "Very well," he said. "You have 1 year. But if you fail, I will ensure your punishment is worse than death. In the meantime, I will provide for your family so you can focus entirely on your task. Do not waste this chance." The thief bowed deeply. "Thank you, Your Majesty." The king released him, and the thief rushed home. His wife and children, expecting the worst, were stunned to see him alive. With tears in her eyes, his wife asked, "How did you survive?" The king is ruthless. He never spares anyone. The thief smiled and recounted everything. His wife, still in shock, whispered, "But can you really teach a horse to fly?" He chuckled and shook his head. "Of course not. I have no idea how to make a horse fly." Her face turned pale. "Then why would you lie? Don't you realize that after a year, the king will have you executed? You've only delayed your fate." Gently placing a hand on her shoulder, the thief said, "My love, let's look at this differently. The king would have killed me today, but now I have an entire year to live. A lot can happen in a year. There are 3 possibilities. I might die from illness or an accident before the year is over. The king or his horse might die. They are both old. And if neither of these happens, at least I have gained an extra year with you and our children. Isn't that better than dying today?" His wife listened in silence. Slowly, she wiped her tears and nodded, realizing the wisdom in his words. Months passed, and as the deadline approached, fear crept into the thief's heart. He prayed earnestly, vowing to abandon his criminal ways if he survived. Then, at the start of the 12th month, something unexpected happened. The king's enemy, who had been planning an attack for years, finally struck. The ruthless king was overthrown and killed, and the new ruler took control of the kingdom. As one of his first decrees, the new king freed all prisoners of the previous regime. The thief, now a free man, returned home. True to his promise, he gave up stealing and lived an honest life. He worked hard and spent the rest of his days happily with his family. Dear friends, life is full of uncertainties. No one knows what tomorrow will bring. When faced with hardships, remember that nothing lasts forever. Bad times, like good ones, will pass. Never lose hope, and always seek opportunities, no matter how small they may seem. Most importantly, focus on doing good. Your actions today will shape a better future for yourself and those around you. Sometimes, what seems like the worst moment in life is actually the beginning of something new. If we remain hopeful, take the right actions, and move forward with courage, no obstacle is insurmountable. If you found this story inspiring, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to Road to Success for more motivational content. Thank you for watching.